State of Iowa in and for Polk County is now in session. The Honorable Judge Odell McGee presiding.
You may be seated. All right, we call to order the April session of the Polk County Truancy Court. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, and as well those who are watching us on TV, this is Truancy Court. It's the only televised court of this type in the United States that we're aware of. And all we're doing here is trying to make certain that our young people grow and go to school, learn, and become productive members of our society. We believe this program works, and we invite you to watch and invite you to invite your young people to watch, because this is what happens when you do not come to school. The session is now open. Mr. County Attorney, you may call your first case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Tina Carrillo.
Mr. Carrillo, please come forward and step up to the microphone.
Your Honor, Ms. Carrillo is here with her attorney, Adam Kerwal. And, Your Honor, we had discussions prior to us appearing before the bench, and we are set for a pretrial conference. What we'd like to do, Your Honor, is we have set a child welfare mediation on this case. We'd like to then come back after that mediation. We've set a second pretrial then for May 4th at 3:30. We are asking that Ms. Carrillo cooperate with tracking services that have been provided and cooperate with the services from Next Step Counseling. So long as we're able to do that and have a meaningful session, we're hopeful to come back to the court with a good report on May 4th. I do have an order. That's my understanding of what we're doing today. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Kerwal, is there anything you'd like to say at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Do we have anybody from the school who give us an updated report?
Ms. Rogerson was here. Oh, she had to leave.
Okay. So what is your understanding? I mean, this case has been on...
Well, there are some problems, Judge.
There's problems?
Yeah, there continue to be some issues. There's some stressors in the home, as it's been explained to me, some what's been described as chronic instability. I know that there have been issues with regard to the child's father leaving, as I understand it. So we're just hopeful that with some community supports from Next Step, things like that, that we'll be able to help this family in a meaningful way.
And Ms. Carrillo, you bring Nina with you, or you didn't bring her?
No. Yes,
She's
sir.
here today?
Right here. Nina, come here, please.
Yeah, pull it down a little bit for her. Your name, Nina?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes?
Yes.
How old are you?
10.
And you go out to Finley Elementary School?
Yeah.
You like it out there? Tell her yes?
Yeah.
What you studying out there?
About math.
Maps. You a good student?
Yeah.
And you like going to school?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to make sure you go to school. That's what we're trying to make sure you can get there every day so you can maybe you become a navigator or something. You know what a navigator is? No? I don't know if I know either, but anyway, it sounded good. Sounds like somebody who deals with maps. So anyway. Well, anyway, you going to help your mom out and try to get to school every day? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
You don't have a hard time getting up, do you?
Yeah.
Well, why do you have a hard time getting up? You go to bed early?
Yeah.
But you don't want to get up. You don't want to go to school?
It's always some last minute thing. We put our clothes out already. Then she decides last minute, I don't like that or something. I go, no, we have a fight. You got to stick with that and let's go.
You got to get up you put those clothes out at night. Can't you do that? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Well, now you're going to have to make me a promise that you're going to go to school, because you don't want your mom coming down here, do you?
No.
All right, she wouldn't have to come down here if you went to school every day. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, then. You going to make me that promise? You going to get up in the morning?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's all right. I think that's what they say these days.
Well, I got a minute, sir, since last time she's been here, she has been doing a good effort. She's been getting to school every day and everything, and she's been doing a good job since last time she's been here.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Every day, school, she hasn't missed one.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you're doing a good job, I mean, when you come back in next month, I'm going to hear Mr. County Attorney say, hey, we got to dismiss this charge because Nina is going to school every day. Don't you want to hear that?
Yes.
All right, then.
Get the buzzer.
All right, then we'll set it down for another pretrial conference. We'll give you another opportunity. It's set for the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. I understand there's going to be a child welfare mediation. We'll see what happens at that. And I already got Nina's promise that she's going to have her mom out to go to school every day, right? Yes. Okay. That's all then. I'll see you back here next week. I want some glowing reports, Miss Navigator. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Next case, please.
Judge, Ms. Michelle Myers.
Okay.
Your Honor, Ms. Myers appears here with her attorney, Mr. Jacob Mason, with regard to her child, Bailey Myers, who was here with her as well. Jim Mitchell is here on behalf of Des Moines Public Schools. Your Honor, there were discussions prior to us approaching the bench with regard to this case. The request was that apparently they're talking about night school or something along those lines. Edward Thompson is also providing tracking services. The request is we'll have a second pretrial conference next month. They're going to have a meeting apparently very shortly here and discuss the logistics of getting Bailey to where she needs to go. That's my understanding of what we're doing here today. And Mr. Jim Mitchell is here on behalf of Des Moines Public Schools.
So you're requesting a second pretrial conference on this matter?
That's right.
All right, let's hear from the school. Thank you, Mr. Mitchell.
Your Honor, Jim Mitchell, Lincoln South. Since our last court date, Nikki's been absent, or Bailey's been absent 22 days, and 14 of those days unexcused. And then there's a couple that we need doctor's notes for. Had a conversation with the family, and we have a meeting set for tomorrow to review all the days that she's been absent. I know the tracker has worked very hard to try to get her to school, and when she is there, she's oftentimes not in class. The request for some after-school help will be considered, but we'll have this meeting tomorrow to hopefully get a better understanding of what the absences have been about. We understand there's been some medical issues that still need to be addressed, and we would like to know more about that too.
Has there been a formal request for night school?
They just mentioned that today, so that's being reviewed tomorrow.
All right. We hear from New Sites.
Edward Thompson with New Sites. Communication has really broke down between Miss Myers and the tracker. I call her every morning, but I probably got a call back maybe 5 or 10 times the whole time I've been tracking the family. When Bailey doesn't get to school, I go by the house on Park Avenue, knock on the door continuously. Nobody never answers the door. I always hear the dogs barking, but nobody never comes to the door. So it's impossible for me to get her to school. I've got multiple calls from the school saying that they have observed her getting in cars, leaving school. She's always in the nurse's office saying she's sick, throwing up. So she leaves without permission as far as leaving school, checking herself out, signing herself out. So this case is really, really going downhill.
All right. Mr. Mason,
Yes, Your Honor.
anything you want to say at this time?
Yeah, I would. Apparently, Ms. Myers has expressed some issues related to Bailey and some chronic illness that she's suffering through. Obviously, Bailey has some things that she's dealing with, and I think we need to work to find out what those are. We're trying to set up a meeting tomorrow to kind of work through some of those things. The illness is a chronic illness. Apparently, she has. It makes it difficult for her to be in class, to attend school. So hopefully we can get to the root of the problem and try to resolve this so that Bailey can be successful in future.
All right. Bailey, you heard what everybody said. You're a student over at Lincoln South, I understand. Bailey? How old are you?
14.
You're 14 years old. So you're in 8th grade or?
9.
You're in the 9th grade. Well, you seem to be kind of ahead of yourself. I thought 9th grade is 15-year-olds, so you're ahead? No, you're not? 6 to 9 is 15. What am I missing? Oh, okay. Well, normally, when you are in ninth grade, you should be about 15, normally. But you're advanced, is that correct? Well, you must be advanced if you were in ninth grade at 14 years old. Well, now, what are you planning on doing with your life, Bailey? You're at ninth grade now. You're starting high school. You got to start thinking about what Bailey's going to do in 5 years, because you're going to be grown. What you going to do with yourself?
As like a job, or what I'm going to do in the future.
You got to be trained. You got to have some knowledge. You got to have some skills. You don't go to school. You don't have any knowledge. You don't learn anything. You don't have any skills. So what's going to happen to you?
I'm not going to become nothing.
Well, you say that so casually. You can become anything you want to be. You know that? So why haven't you chose something to become? Well, I'm trying to ascertain it in my own mind, because the only reason why we're here is we're trying to take care of you. We want you to have a good life. And you know, there's something called, I tell my son, cause and effect. If you don't do nothing, as you state, you're not going anywhere. But if you do something, you're going somewhere. You want to go somewhere, don't you? Is there anything you want to be?
I want to be in the crime scene.
You want to be a CSI. Well, now I wouldn't want you at my crime scene if you don't have any education. You see, Bailey, the only thing we're trying to do is, I'm sure that there's a lot of things you want to do with your life. But you also have to leave a little time for planning for your future. You can't live just in the now and present. You got to plan for tomorrow. Because you know what? 5 years will fly by. God. I used to say I couldn't remember anything that happened more than 2 years ago. Now, I can remember things that happened 30 years ago. And I can't believe it. You understand what I mean? Yeah. Time is going to fly. And if you don't have any training, where's Bailey going to end up? Nowhere. You know, Mommy can't take care of you all forever. You understand that, don't you? Yeah. We're only asking that you try to go to school. I mean, I don't know what your illness is. I haven't gotten into that. But, I mean, if that's holding you down, you need to just make sure you get some notes to school. And work out something. Maybe the night school that you're talking about. We need to have you in school. You understand that? You know, my son go to Lincoln South. That's right, you know my son, Papa. Yeah, he doesn't want to go to school either. But he does every day. What I'm trying to say is that you got to do something for yourself. So, you know, we're asking you to help us out here. You understand that? I mean, isn't there anything you like about school? It depends. But what do you like about it? Well, being around your friends, that's not going to get you a job. You got to like something that's going to help you get a job. You don't like math, you don't like science, even gym, you know. You don't like any class that you take? Current events, history? Well, you love your mother, don't you? You love your mother, don't you? And you love your family. And you don't want to see your mother down here having to go to jail because you couldn't go to school, do you? You know Iowa law says that if you don't go to school, I have to send your mother to jail. And you don't want that to happen. So, are you willing to forbear just to make sure she doesn't go to jail? All right, I'm going to be looking for a good report next month. They said 22 days in the last period. That's not good. So you're going to get up and go? That was a weak yes. Well, we'll see what happens next month. But you understand, we got to get this straightened out. We got to get it worked out. Okay? And I'm taking your word that you're going to try real hard to get there every day between now and May, right? Okay. All right, we'll set this down for a second pretrial. That second pretrial is set for the 4th day of May at 3:30 p.m. It'll be back here at the Des Moines City Council chambers. You to report here about 3:30. And Bailey is going to make sure that we have a great report, and we're going to be all smiles next month, right? I'm depending on you. That's all. We'll see you next month.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Hope Allers. Your Honor, Ms. Allers is here actually for an initial appearance. I'm Ahlers? Sorry, Ahlers. I assume this is Skylar?
Oh.
Okay. And she has filled out an attorney application form. Ms. Kathy Hickok is here from Des Moines Public Schools, Your Honor. And I know that we are wanting to set this for a pretrial conference. We've secured a date of May 4th at 3:30. We're hopeful that we can get an attorney. Your Honor, we're asking that a tracker be assigned to this family, and hopefully we can come back here in a month with much better information.
All right, then let's hear from the school.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm Kathy Hickok from Capitol View, and I have Kiana at school. She's the younger child who's not here today. Kiana has a history of attendance issues since she started school. We've mediated this a couple times over the last several years, and those attendance problems continue. This year she's missed 31 days, although I will say that more recently it has been much better in the last few weeks since this referral was made. Kiana's attendance has improved, and I don't believe she's missed any days, maybe just been tardy once. So thank you for that, and we hope that that will continue.
Okay, thank you.
Amy Hoyt with Des Moines Public Schools. I'm the social worker at East 9th, where Skylar goes to school. And since the beginning of February, Skylar has continued to have some problems with attendance. He's had 12 absences, full days, tardy a couple times. He has improved in the last couple weeks, started at Creative Visions, with the Creative Visions program, the first part of the day. So he's been going to that, missed a few days there, but that's just been he's just started that program on the last couple weeks after spring break. So that's been a little bit of an improvement. Hopefully that will continue to help him to get caught up with his classes.
Well, thank you very much. Do we have a request to court appointed counsel? Do you still have that form?
Yeah, I haven't filled it out. I didn't have
Oh, okay. Why don't you pass it to my assistant? We'll get it. Oh, you should have just asked us for a pencil. You could have asked any of these nice ladies. They would have given you one. Are you presently employed? No. Okay. Anybody in your household? No. All right, then. I will appoint Jeff Lavalle to represent you in this matter. And do we have tracker services in this case?
We need them. We're requesting them.
Okay. Next step.
Mr. Weber's here.
Okay, I've appointed Mr. Valley, Jeff, come on up, to represent you in this case, Ms. Arlers. And I will enter plea of not guilty for you today, and I'll continue your bond on these matters. We're going to set the next hearing date for the 4th of May at 3:30 p.m. back here at the City of Des Moines Council Chambers. That will be your next appearance. And this is Skylar. And how old are you, Skylar?
Good.
Huh?
Good.
How old are you?
Oh, 15.
You're 15. And what school you go to, East?
Yeah.
A second year?
First.
Okay, see, you're the right age. All right. And Skylar, what are you interested in doing?
I want to be a private investigator.
You want to be a PI? And what are you doing over at the East? You in the show choir or something? Look like you in that kind of shit. Yeah. You know, play sports?
Nope.
What do you do over there then?
Do my academics and go home.
Why is that? Don't you think you could give something to the school in terms of, I bet you're a good dancer, aren't you? A good singer?
Nope.
And you don't play any sports?
Nope.
The school did say when he's there, he's a delight. They really enjoy
Well, he
him.
seemed to be a delight. That's what I'm trying to say. I just knew he was in show choir.
Well, I don't know about that. I'll trust him on his dancing and singing abilities.
Well, Skylar, you'd be a PI, you're going to have to go to school and get done with the schooling. You understand that, don't you?
Yeah.
And what's the problem with getting to school? You guys just don't want to go, or what?
I don't want to go.
You just don't want to go. Do you like the program that you're in?
Yeah, I like it, but don't forget now.
Well, what do you do all day?
Sleep.
What do you do all night?
Sleep.
Nah, nobody can sleep that much. Well, this has been my question all along. If you sleep all day, you have to be running around all night.
No, she don't let me run all night.
But you still want to sleep.
Yeah, I still want to sleep.
Watch TV and play video games.
I do like once in like 4 hours.
He's not much of a gamer.
Well, you just like to sleep.
Yes.
You're not finding anything interesting in school? Nothing. And creative visions is not exciting you?
No, I can do my work and get done with it.
I know you're interested in being a PI, but do you have any other interests in terms of sports and activities? You don't like to run? Maybe a runner. You run?
He used to be in band.
Oh, what instrument you played?
Baritone.
Baritone. And you gave that up?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I didn't want to get up that early.
You didn't want to get what?
I didn't want to get up that early.
You didn't want to get up that early. My. I don't know how you going to make it, man. You know, to get to a job, you got to get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Are you planning on supporting yourself?
Yeah.
You're going to do night work. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So you like the nighttime?
Yeah.
Well, I guess PIs can work at night. But Scott, you have to understand that the law in Iowa say your mother has to get you to school. If you don't go to school, she has to go to jail. You don't want your mother to go to jail, do you?
No.
So you do understand that if you don't go until you have another year, until you're 16, then she is looking at jail time. Don't you love your mom?
Yeah.
And you don't want to see her taken out of the household and put in jail, do you?
No.
So what is your option?
Get better at school.
Do better and go to school. You understand that?
The last semester, I gypped like 54 days.
And this year you only missed, what was it? 12. So that's an improvement, I guess. They only allow you to miss 6, though.
They don't call my home.
What was that?
They don't call my house. I don't know why.
They don't call your house? Oh, we definitely have to have a tracker on this case.
Yeah.
You got to have somebody calling your house.
Tracker will be great then.
What's my new horizon? New sites. New sites will call your house, I promise you.
Correction, Your Honor. Next step will go to his door.
Oh, you have next step?
Yeah, it was next step.
All right. I gave you next step already. But I know they will call you. Well, anyway, I'm not going to, because I know we have a lot of people, and I can talk all day. But anyway, Skylar, you seem to be like a very bright young man. You have a future for you, but, you know, nobody's going to hire you if you don't have an education. You got to go to school. With all the talent and ability that you have, you're throwing it away. You should be in show choir. Am I hung up? Am I not hung up? Ben is all right.
Because he's good looking and he's got his vest on. I think that's...
He's wearing a Sunday best.
That's right.
All right, we'll see you back here on the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30. And Skylar, we want a good report from you and your sister. So that means you're going to have to get up and get her up. And next step is going to help you. They're going to be there on you, and they're going to help you. They even take you to school if you have to. But we want to see you in school. We want to see you get into something. You got to find something that interests you. Running or something. You have a lot of friends?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. Not sound too good. What do you guys do?
Do our work and get done with it. And then hang out after school.
At my house.
Not at your house?
They hang at my house.
Oh, okay. Well, you know where he's at. That's good. All right, then. We'll see you back here on the 4th of May. But you got to find an interest. You should find something that you like to do. All right. You can come down to the office and sit around and watch me if you like.
There you go.
Okay. All right, we'll see you back here on the 4th of May at 3:30. That will be your next court appearance. And Skylar's going to come back with a great report next month.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, next step, I anticipate you're going to work with them. Next case, please.
Matlock.
Goodness. We done all right.
Your Honor, Aisha Matlock is here with her daughter, Angela Morris, represented by their attorney, Adam Kerwald, who is here for Mr. Bill Bushell. Your Honor, this is set for, well, what we've agreed to do today, Your Honor, is the family has agreed that there are obviously issues that they need to address. This young woman is now a mother. That's the baby, I assume, that Grandma's holding. And they haven't been... Working with services hasn't gone as well as we would hope. The commitment they've made now is to engage with Your Honor, next step, and to do and utilize community supports so that when we come back here on May 4th, hopefully there'll be a better report than there would have been today. And with that commitment, we're willing to come back then on May 4th and got an order prepared.
This is the young lady that went to Johnston High School, is it not?
That's right, Your Honor.
And Johnston is not here?
No, they are. Angela Hunt is here from Johnston Schools.
Okay. Well, I hear what Johnston has to say.
Hi, Angela Hunt, Family Outreach Counselor with Johnston. Angela has been excused 12 of the 30 days that she has been gone since our last court appearance. I know I've been working with Mom and Angela. They say that there's some more excuses that might be coming forward from the doctor's office. She just started homebound instruction as of yesterday. That will go through the 3rd of May, unless her doctor would excuse her for more than that. So she'll be expected to be back at our high school on the 4th.
Okay. So she's doing homebound work at this time? Mm-hmm. She just had the baby. How old is the baby?
2 weeks.
2 weeks old? Okay. All right. So 12 days, and that's excluding the homebound stretch?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. And Mr. Kerwald?
Yes, Your Honor. We plan on working with Next Step, the services they have to offer so that we can get all these issues resolved. Certainly life is going to be different than it was before for both of these ladies. So.
Well, I guess congratulations is in order, Angela. What's the name of the baby? What was that? Amarion. Whatever happened to Ted and Joe? Even Odell, my goodness. Amarion. What's his middle name? Oh, my goodness. He's going to have a hard time spelling that. Amarion Nije. That's sweet, though. And he's 2 weeks old, huh? All right. Angela, you see what our problem is, but I understand that we're going to try to work out a plan for you, so I'm not going to beat you up today.
Well, they just need to be available. That's all we're asking. Just be available to Next Step. Mr. Weber is here, and I know they've tried, and we're just going to have to try harder.
In Your Honor, Forrest Weber with Next Step Counseling, and we have worked with the family since their last court date. There have been some issues that we've had with the family, but we're encouraged and we'll continue to offer them services and wraparound support, getting the young lady to and from her appointments as needed, and to support Mom in any way possible that we can. They have signed up for additional services through our programming, and we're encouraged about that, and we support anything that the county would recommend in reference to this young lady's future.
Well, thank you, Mr. Weber, and just continue to work hard. We love to see folk working hard with these young people. All right, Ms. Morris, we will have to put this off to next month and see how things go with your homebound instruction and when you get back into school. We're going to set this matter down, set it out at least, until the 4th of May 2011 at 3:30. We'll see you back here for another pretrial. I guess it's going to be a plea. Is that what it says?
Oh, you know what? I think, yeah. Well, we're not going to, we anticipate this will get worked out.
Okay, well, we'll see you back here next month and see what happens. Good luck to you and congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next case, please.
Monica Murray. Your Honor, Ms. Murray appears here with her attorney, Mr. Charles Isaacson, with regard to her children, Jessica and Thomas, who are here. We're before the court with regard to a violation of the Truancy Court statute, Your Honor. And at this time, we are approaching the court with regard to a motion to dismiss. There has been wonderful compliance since we were last in court. They've done virtually everything, and Ms. Murray should be commended. We're hopeful that we can, this is the one I wanted to end on, so this is my last one. So this is a good one. Ms. Murray has done everything, and so we're happy to dismiss. Ms. Kristen Tagg and Jim Perlowski are here, and Monica Condon are here, all of them saying good things, I hope, Your Honor. And I do have a motion to dismiss.
Okay, we have a report from the schools. Let's step up.
Kristen Tagg from Hoyt Middle School. Jessica has been coming to school regularly. Since the last court appearance, she's only missed one day, and that was excused by a doctor's note. Still struggling a little bit with getting to school on time, but hopefully that it has improved. But just hopefully the tardies can decrease. But when she's at school, you know, she's doing great, and she's in the classroom. So I just hope that continues throughout the end of the school year.
Thank you very much. You're good. Somebody else from one of the other schools?
Hi, Monica Congdon from Stowe, and I work with Thomas, and he is in second grade, and since the last time we were here, he has been absent just one day, and with that came a doctor's note. Also with the tardies, 7 tardies since the last time we were here. They are cooperating with the tracker.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. Thomas, that's great. Do we have anyone else?
Mr. Thompson is here. Just hope you
with the tracker.
Nice things.
It's a success story.
Yes, Edward Thompson with New Site. Family's been doing a good job of communicating with me, and the family did sign up for remedial services for the family, so thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Well, everybody is just full of jolly goods today, and that's so good to hear, Ms. Murray. I'll let your attorney speak. You have anything to say?
Thank you, Your Honor. I would just commend the family for their excellent work and their participation. They've done well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And let me just talk. I'll tell you, I just love these success stories. Jessica, congratulations. That's wonderful. Are you having a good time at Hoyt? What high school are you going to? East. You're going to the East, okay. Okay, and you looking forward to that? Kinda. You going to be in the show choir? I don't give up. Band? I'm going to have a show choir person here today. I'm sorry. What was that you telling me?
She's thinking about it.
Well, I watched them on TV, and I just think, they didn't have that when I was in high school. But, all right, no questions. No comments. Anyway, Jessica, congratulations. Thomas, congratulations, and thank you. We're going to throw this case out. You're going to have to come down here and look at me again for a long time, so that's good. And we want to congratulate your mom for a job well done. I can't thank you enough, because this is all we ask, is that, you cooperate and send your kids to school. I'm going to dismiss the charges. Unfortunately, I have to hit you with a $65 fine. Still, that's just cost of court. And I'll give you 30 days to try to pay that off at room 103 of the Polk County Courthouse. Now, do try to get it paid off, though, because you don't want to have a problem with your license, and they will mess with you if you don't. But your case has been dismissed. Congratulations. Anything you want to say?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And the people of this state, thank you so much for a job well done. Thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next case.
Next case is State of Iowa versus Herlinda Berber.
Barbara?
That initial?
Your Honor, we're here today for purposes of an initial appearance. Ms. Berber is here with her daughter Brenda, and also present, I believe, from the Valley Southwoods is Barb Goschel. Your Honor, today we're asking that this matter be set down for a pretrial conference and that a tracker be assigned to help Brenda make sure that she gets to school on time and every day. So I would defer to the school for any additional comments, but we are
We'll
here
hear from
today.
the school at this time, if you like, and then we go to Ms. Barba. Okay.
Barbara Gatchell, Valley Southwoods Associate Principal. Brenda has missed 8 days since our last court date. 3 of them have been full unexcused and then partial 5 days. When Brenda's in school, she is delightful and she is successful. And she's had the best year academically this year. But she's missed a total of 32 days. So we need her there for her to be successful.
Okay. Thank you so much. Ms. Barba? It's my understanding you made a request to court-appointed counsel. I have read your information. I will appoint Adam Kerwell. All the information in this form is true? Ms. Barba, this is all true? And what was your name?
Brenda, Your Honor.
Brenda. Brenda, I understand you're 16, so you're about out of the system. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. What, you're in a senior or what? Junior? You're a freshman. You're a freshman? At Valley Southwoods? Okay. Well, now, you've completely thrown me off. You're a freshman at 16, so you're 1 year older than most of the junior or freshmen. But that's okay. What are you interested in becoming? You're going to be a pharmacist. And I heard that you're a great student when you go to school. You're really good at a lot of things. But you know, would you hire a pharmacist that didn't make it through high school? Huh? No. So if you want to be a pharmacist, what do you think you have to do? You have to finish high school and graduate with good grades and go to college, right? So what's the problem? You don't like going to school. Oh, what do you do all day when you don't go to school? You sleep too? You just stay home? I just don't know how you can stay home all day and not want to go out and do something. All the other kids are in school, aren't they? So you watch TV and play video games? What do you do all day if you stay home by yourself? Watch TV. I have no programs on. Oh, you have one. You got to get rid of that cable. I think that's why maybe we didn't watch TV, because we didn't have all those channels. When you have only 5 channels and none of them are cartoons, you know, kids don't want to go to school. Maybe that's what we need to do. All-day cartoons are bad, and all those silly little programs that they have. But anyway, Brenda, I don't know. You know, you want to be a pharmacist. You know you have to go to school, but you aren't going to school. You know also that if you don't go to school, your mother has to go to jail. So, what's your choice? Well, I've assigned your mother attorney, and we're going to assign you a tracker. And I know New Sites is going to sit on you and work with you and get you there. We're going to set this down for another hearing, and we'll see you back in. Did you pass me up an order? What happened to her?
Is this Ms. Barba?
Yeah, Barba. Oh, yes. Did I jump ahead of you? I thought that was somebody else.
I jumped ahead of you.
Okay.
I believe the tracker was off request.
Yeah, I appointed a tracker. Mr. Thompson at New Sites. And we're going to see you back here again. I guess it would be the 4th of May. Is that what you're requesting?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Barba, we're going to see you back here. We hope next month. We hope that Brenda is going to cooperate with you and have a good report next month, so we want to come back here. Brenda, you got to go to school. There's nothing I can do. You know, there are different types of programs. If you think another program is better suited for you, you might approach a school counseling. You know, there are 3 or 4 different programs. We want to accommodate you because all we want you to do is learn. You know, we want you to learn and progress and move forward. And if there's something that's better for you, but you know, you got to get up and go to school. Because when you get out into the real world and get a job, what do you got to do? You got to get up and go to work. And if you don't get up and go to work, would you keep somebody employed who didn't get up and come to work? All right, then. We'll see you back here next month. Come on back, Brenda, because I want to see you next month, too. And so you're going to tell me how well you've done, okay? All right, we'll see you back here next month. Next case, please.
Next case of the State of Iowa versus Tara Castaneda, SR number 243237. Your Honor, this is the date and time that was set for a pretrial conference. Your Honor, Ms. Castaneda is present, along with Michaela. And we also have Mr. McClure, Ryan McClure from the Hyatt, and she is represented by her attorney, Adam Carroll. Your Honor, that the original trial date was set for April 25th, Your Honor, and the parties have a waived speedy trial. We're asking that this matter be set for a second pretrial conference for May 4th here in this courtroom, and that also that rescheduling the trial for June 15th at 2011 at 8 o'clock a.m. in courtroom 201. If I may approach with the proposed order.
You may approach us. We hear from the school. Mr. McClure.
Your Honor, I'm Ryan McClure from Hyatt Middle School, and as of date, Michaela has missed 59 days of school. However, since our last court date, which was March 2nd, she's only missed 2 days, and both days were excused by a doctor's note. So I think there's been significant improvement, and as well as her academics and her reports from academics have really improved greatly, and her teachers have commented that it's just it's been good to see her in class every day, and progress is being made. So I commend Michaela for the progress.
Well, good afternoon, Michaela. It's so good to see you again.
Thank you.
And look like you're just doing a wham bam thank you ma'am job in school. Is that correct?
Yes.
Having any fun?
Yes.
Okay. And you think you're going to keep this up?
Yes.
Well, I tell you, they have asked for a continuance, but we almost should let you go if you're doing so well. I bet you next time they will probably be getting ready to throw this out. You've done so good in school. That's just wonderful. You having any fun?
Yes.
Making any new friends?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you kind of hesitant on that. Well, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard. I just love it when, you really improve. I was just looking down when he said 59. I looked down real fast, and then it said 57 last time, only 2 days excused. So that is just really wonderful. Thank you so much for doing a great job and working with your mom and everybody. So thank you so much. I don't know what more to say. I must have some good cases today. You're one of them. You know that?
Yes.
All right, then. Well, I've asked us to continue this. Where's my order?
I approached it with you. It's a one-page order, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
That's
okay.
Well, All right. We'll see you back here for a second pretrial on May 4th. Hopefully we'll be able to get this resolved. It's set down for a trial for June 15th, but hopefully we can get it resolved and everybody will be happy. So thank you very much, and we'll see you back here, Miss. Did I give you a chance to speak, Adam?
You didn't, Your Honor. But
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's all right. I was just going to agree with the state's recommendation and then just tell you how pleased we are that Michaela's doing so well.
Thank you. Congratulations, Michaela. We'll see you next month. No absences, right?
Yes.
All right, then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. That's all. Next case, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the Court. State of Iowa versus Rachel Thompson. We are here today for the purposes of an initial appearance, Your Honor, after a preliminary complaint was filed alleging a violation of the state's compulsory education laws.
Ms. Thompson?
Oh, I'm sorry. Your Honor, she stepped out to put money in the meter.
Oh.
All right. Well, then
All right.
I guess we'll go to another one.
Next one.
Kevin, do you want to come over? State of Iowa versus Angela McCarty. Your Honor, Ms. McCarty is present. We are here today for the purposes of an initial appearance for based on a filing of a preliminary complaint alleging a violation of the state's compulsory education laws. I would indicate to the court that I have prepared an order regarding the initial appearance here today, setting the matter for a pretrial conference on May 4th at 3:30 p.m. I believe Angela's daughter Darian is present, and would approach the court with that proposed order. I would ask that the court assign a tracker to this case.
All right, then we'll consider that. Let's hear from the school if they're available.
Yes, Ms. Vickroy is present, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Kathy Vickroy from McCombs Middle School. And Darian has been excused 43 days, has been unexcused 41 days, and with a total of 84 days while she was at McCombs. Darian, her last day at McCombs was approximately February 8th, and when she was suspended, it was the day of the mediation. And then she was referred to our assistant superintendent to look at other placements for Darian due to her disruptive behaviors at McCombs. And so then she was placed at McKee on the 22nd of March. So she was out of school from February 8th for a suspension until the March 22nd. We tried to get her into McKee 3 different times, and there were no shows 2 times. And then finally, the 3rd time on the 22nd, she finally arrived at McKee. And she's at McKee on an intensive 90-day program right now. And I know that she's struggling there as well, and Emily will speak to that.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Your Honor. Emily Peterson, social worker at McKee Alternative Center. Since starting on March 22nd, Darian has missed 3 times. One was she was called in sick by her mother. The other 2, she was not called in. She's also walked out of the building 2 times, once at 10:15 a.m. and once at noon. So she left the building early without permission. And basically she's had some behavioral issues while at McKee as well. So we, during her initial intake, March 3rd, it was supposed to be an intake and child welfare mediation at the same time, but since the family wasn't able to get there, we have not had that child welfare mediation.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. McCarthy, Angela, I'm going to, I read a copy of your request for court-appointed counsel. Is all the information in this report true? Yeah. All right. Then I will appoint Mr. Charles Isaacson to represent you. And also you will get, I'll appoint the next step to be the tracker.
Your Honor, I would ask, given the severity of this obviously situation, I would ask that the court order that the family participate with a child welfare mediation that they previously missed. I think that that's going to be an important component with respect to our services and attempting to get this family on track.
Well, Mr. Isaacson, you understand the requesting that we mandatorily require that she participate in child welfare mediation, and I think I'm going to require that with the understanding, Ms. McCarthy, if you don't participate, that potentially means that you'd be held in contempt of court. You understand that? So we're going to have you participate in that. All right. And we are Darian, right? Yes? Yes. How old are you, Darian? 14. You're 14. Okay. What are you interested in? You got a goal for yourself?
I want to be a lawyer.
You want to be a lawyer? My goodness. That's great. That's great. You know what lawyers do? Is that a yes? Yes. And one thing you got to learn about lawyers, you got to talk out now. You can't, judges, you got to talk up. You got to talk up. But you want to be a lawyer. You know what lawyers have to do to become lawyers?
go to school.
A lot of school. And they have to also get good grades because law schools don't let you in, you know. Drake won't let you in up there unless you know, B student almost. In most places you can't even get in with the B grade. You know, you have to be at the top of your class. Can you do that?
Yes.
You're smart, aren't you?
Yes.
And very bright, I bet you.
Yes.
You know a lot of stuff, don't you?
Yes.
So, what's up? You want to be a lawyer? They said you missed 84 days of school. You think you can be a lawyer missing 84 days? Well, 42 and 42. I think I heard 84. But anyway, can you become a lawyer missing that much school? So, what's it all about? What's your problem with going to school?
Sometimes I'm sick and sometimes I don't want to get up.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to understand how young people... Do your mother have to get up and do things every morning? But she has to get up. You're going to be a mother or something someday, aren't you? Don't you think?
Yes.
So if you don't start practicing getting up, do you think you'll be able to get up?
No.
Well, I can tell you right now, if you miss this much school, I don't know how you're going to become a lawyer. And you're going to throw all that ability that you have and all that smartness that you have, you're going to throw it away. Do you want to do that?
No.
You don't like school?
I do like school.
You like school?
Yes.
You just can't get up. Who's the track? Oh, next step. It's going to work with you. All right, then, I'm going to appoint Mr. Isaacson to represent you, and next step is going to come in, and they're going to excite you every morning. Excite you to get up and be excited about going to school. And I'm going to see you back here next month on the 4th of May. Is that what you were asking? I'm just losing everything.
The order in front of you.
Oh, that's Rachel. I'll see you back here on the 4th of May at 3:30 p.m., Ms. McCarthy. Your attorney is going to work with you, and new sites are going to, next step is going to work with you as well. And, young lady, you think you could do a real good job this month so your mom won't have to come back down here?
Yes.
Promise me?
Promise.
All right. I'll be looking forward to it. I'll see you and your mom next month with a smile on your face and, hey, Judge, I did that. Back here at 3:30 p.m. on the 4th. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counselor? Good. Next case, please.
Your Honor, State of Iowa versus Rachel Thompson.
Ms. Thompson.
Your Honor, we are here today for the purposes of an initial appearance. Preliminary complaint has been filed alleging a violation of the state's compulsory education laws. I do have a proposed order setting the matter for a pretrial conference on May 4th. I believe that Mr. Scott is present on behalf of the school, Valley Southwoods, to be heard with respect to Rachel's son's attendance, Jacoby Blake, who is not present, I don't believe. And I do have a proposed order. We would be asking the court to assign a tracker to this case pending the pretrial conference.
Thank you very much. Let's hear from the school.
My name is Shane Scott. I'm an associate principal at Valley Southwoods. Jacoby has a total of 24 days absent, 10 unexcused, 14 excused. As of the last trial date, he has been unexcused 2.5 days.
Thank you very much. Ms. Thompson, I understand that you have made a request for court-appointed counsel. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I understand you fill out this form. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is all the information stated in this form correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, you're on the borderline, but I'm going to appoint you court-appointed counsel. You're going to have to pay all the money back. You're probably over the limit. 16, 12, 20. But I'll go ahead and appoint you counsel. You're going to have to pay the money back, you understand? It'll be Donna Ruth Berry. And you didn't bring the young man with you. What's your son's name?
Jacoby.
Jacoby. Well, next time, if you want to, we'd like to talk to the young people. Sometimes I can help you out by talking, because sometimes they take heed to what we have to say and try to do a little bit better. So you might want to bring him with you the next time. We're going to enter plea of not guilty for you. Continue your bond. Set the matter down for a hearing. Your next hearing is going to be the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. I've appointed a tracker. It's going to be new sites. We'll see you back here on the 4th of May at 3:30. Bring Jacoby with you so that I can talk to him. And we'll see you back here then, Ms. Thompson. Thank you very much. Ms. Berry is going to represent you in these matters. Next case, please.
Your Honor, next case is State of Iowa versus Jody Rife. Your Honor, Ms. Rife is here today for purposes of initial appearance. Complaint is on file alleging that Ms. Rife violated the State of Iowa's compulsory education laws. Ms. Rife is here with her daughter, Jessica. Also present from North High School is Steve Gonzalez. But the state is proposing that we set a pretrial conference for May 4th, 2011 here at City Hall at 3:30.
Thank you very much.
Do you have a proposed
Mr. Gonzalez? Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Jessica has missed 20 full days of school since the start of the school year. She recently enrolled in our Apex online school course. There have been 14 courses offered. She's attended 9 of those. We're concerned about her academic progress. We're concerned that she'll be a semester behind.
Okay, now she's in the online program?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't heard too much about that. So you're doing an online program? It's for high school?
Yes, it's our night school program.
Okay, and it's done online?
Yes.
All right.
It's also my understanding the family is in agreement to request a tracker as well.
Okay. Ms. Rife, I'm going to plea of not guilty for you today and set the matter down for hearing. You'll be back to see us next month on the 4th of May at 3:30 p.m. here at the City of Des Moines Chambers. I'm going to appoint Next Step to represent you as the tracker in this matter. And do I have a form from you requesting court-appointed counsel?
Your Honor, it's the state's understanding that she declined court-appointed counsel.
You don't want counsel? All right. Jessica? How old are you? 15. You're 15? And what grade are you in? 9th. You're in the 9th grade? And you're out at North High School, is that correct? What are you doing up there? What are you interested in? I'm just amazed that the young people aren't interested in nothing. Don't you like anything?
I mean, I like sports, just we lose all the time.
Well, that's all right. It's not whether you win or lose, it's what? The way you play the game. And if you play it with all your heart, you're a winner. You know that? You know, everybody can't win. Sometimes you have to lose with dignity. No, she says. Losing with dignity is no fun? What type of teams are you on? Basketball? Baseball?
Basketball. Well, I was going to do basketball this year, but wait for next year.
But you know what? You know, Jessica? If you do really good and learn really, you can make your school a winning team. You know that? How tall are you? 5'5"? Well, you know, I know some good guards at 5'5". What I'm trying to say is that, you know, you could make the team good. You know that? If you're good, you can make the team good. You can bring some people along with you. You know that? And instead of losing all the time, you'll be winning all the time. Because you're a winner, your team will become a winner, and your school can become a winner. You believe that? I do. I believe that you could do it if you want to. Do you want to do that? Maybe. Well, what I'm trying to say to you, Jessica, is that, you know, there's always an answer. And you can do something if you want to do. But if you don't want to do it, I tell my son all the time, you can sit around grumbling and complain about what you don't have and never appreciate what you have. And you can sit around grumbling and complain about what you can't get when you haven't tried. So that's what I'm trying to say. You go to school and you try real hard. I guarantee you, your school can have a winning team. Well, you do understand that we got to send you to school, and you got to go. You understand that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're very, very, very respectful. I like that. We don't see that too much. I don't think kids don't know yes, sir, no, sir anymore. All right, we're going to set it down for another hearing. It's the 4th of May at 3:30 p.m. We are going to say New Sites is going to work with you, and I know Mr. Thompson is going to do a great job because I know him, and I know he's going to help you, and maybe even help you with a little basketball. I bet you he's good at it. Where is he at? Okay, but I'm sure he's good at basketball, too. You work with any of the leagues in the community? Oh, well, you should do community basketball. They have all kinds of leagues, mixed leagues with boys and girls and some girl leagues. You might think about that. It'd give you another insight, give you some more skills, teach you how to do some things. Anyway, I'll see you both back here on the 4th of May at 3:30. And I know you can do a good job. You got to help your mom out here on this, you know? Because if you don't go to school, she's going to be in trouble. You don't want your mom in trouble, right? Okay. Well, I'm anticipating you're going to show up every day for the next month, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's a promise, right? All right. I'll be looking at you. Thank you so much. Pretty smile, too. That's all.
Next up is State of Iowa versus Melissa Warner.
Miss Warner.
Your Honor, Ms. Warner is here today for purposes of an initial appearance for violating the state of Iowa's compulsory education laws. Ms. Warner is here with her daughter, Yera. And I believe we have Monica Congdon, who's here with the school. But the state is proposing that we set this matter down for a pretrial conference on May 4th, 2011 here at the City Hall. I do have a proposed order.
Okay, let's hear from the school.
Hi, I'm Monica Congdon, the social worker at Brubaker. And I would like to mention first that I heard Kiara's name over the intercom today as a Bulldog of the Week student, which is students chosen for showing positive behavior at school. So I think that's great.
Good.
In addition to that, she has missed 18 days of school this year. 6 of those were excused with a doctor's note, and we have 40 tardies for the school year.
Okay, thank you very much. Ms. Warner, I understand you've made a request to court-appointed counsel. I've read your request. Is this true?
Yes.
Okay, the court will assign to you at this time. We'll assign Ross Gibson to represent you in this case. Do you understand that you probably have to pay the money back at some time? Let's talk to my Bulldog of the Week. You don't like that? You don't like that? Is it Kiara? But you don't like to be the Bulldog of the Week? You don't know. You got to speak to me now. Talk to me. What grade are you in?
4th.
You're in the 4th grade? You decide what you're going to be when you grow up? You don't know yet. You like school at all?
Kinda.
Kinda. Well, I see you wearing a Brubaker t-shirt. So that means you like the school, don't you?
Yeah.
You like the teachers?
Yeah.
You got some good friends going there? So you want to go to school every day, don't you?
Yeah.
Can you get up every morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right then. We set this down for hearing. You know you got to go to school. Your mother get into trouble. You understand that, don't you?
Yes.
And you going to help her out this month and go every day?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to depend on you. You know that. Okay. Well, we'll see you back here with your mom next month on the 4th of May at 3:30 p.m. back here at the Des Moines City Council chambers. And you made me a promise that you're going to do real good this month. No absences, and they'll get rid of those tardies, so you got to get up and get there on time. You got a big old clock in your room? Well, maybe your mother needs to buy you a big old clock so you can see it, so you know when to get up and get ready for school, right? All right, then. We'll see you back here next month with your mom, and you're going to have perfect attendance, right?
Yes.
Okay, then. Thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did I give that? We'll give that a try. No, I didn't ask. Next case, please.
Thank you. The next case is the State of Iowa versus Darcy Thorne, SM number 318371. This is the day and time that was set for a pretrial conference. Your Honor, Darcy is present along with Brianna and her attorney, Donna Berry. From the school, we have Kelly O'Berry. And we also have the tracker too, Your Honor. Your Honor, it would be the state's recommendation. We would ask the court to set this matter down for a second pretrial conference for May 4th here in this courtroom. If I may approach with the proposed order.
Yes, you may approach with the proposed order. Thank you very much, Ms. And we hear from the school at this time.
Kelly O'Berry, school social worker at Castaneda Middle School. Since we last met here at court, she has missed 3 days unexcused. When I spoke with Mom prior to court today, she did say that she had doctor's notes for those, so I'm hoping to see those tomorrow.
All right. And Mr. Weber, you have something to say? You working with this family?
We are, Your Honor, and we do have some positive reports for this family. Since the last day we're in court, the very next day they did sign up for services. We've got them signed up. They have participated in the services that we've offered. The young lady's been going to school with the exception of what the school's reported. Mom is very excited about the progress, and we're going to start a little bit more remedial service with the young lady and teach her a few boundaries about her and Mom.
Yeah.
So she is a positive case, and I think that they're going to do some positive things coming up here, and she can be one of the first to sign up for your show choir.
That's great, Brian. I think I'm going to get a show choir out of here today. Miss Berry, anything?
No, sir, but I watched the same show choirs you did on TV, and they were impressive.
That's right. They're doing very good work. And that's very good discipline, because if you have to dance and sing, that's pretty tough. For some of us, at least, who can't do it at all. Anyway, Brian, what's happening?
I don't know.
Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, I understand you're basically going to school. You've only missed 3 days. And basically you say you have a note for all of those. You going to get those notes to the school so that we won't have to worry about this?
I did turn one of the notes in at the front desk, and they must not have it, so I'm going to have to get a copy of it.
Okay.
She has a habit of not turning them in.
Oh, I know about that. So I can understand. Kids don't turn stuff in. I know that very well. You have to paste it to them, and then they still forget to pull it off.
She tells me I can't walk into school with her. So
Oh, goodness. You have to wait to take it in. I tell you. Why don't kids like their parents? My son says stuff like that. Why don't you just go on? Well, Brian, what you going to be when you grow up? Did I talk to you about this last time? Goodness, I'm going to start writing it down because I forgot. What'd you tell me?
I didn't tell you anything.
What was that?
she was supposed to come up with 3 things.
Oh, you had an assignment. What is it?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Lawyer.
Lawyer?
And photographer.
Oh, okay. Now, that's very good. All of those require a lot of schooling, you know. You understand that? So you have to be in show choir first, you know. Well, anyway, we anticipate you're going to go to school. You're going to help us out this month and try to go every day?
Yeah.
All right, then. We'll see you back here on the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30. And I'm going to be holding you to your promise. You understand that? Anything else, Miss Berry?
No.
That'll be all then. We'll see you back here next month with your mom, Brianne. And perfect attendance, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I understand this 1 day a month for braces.
Okay, then, well, as long as it's a doctor's appointment. Thank you. Next case, please.
Next case is the State of Iowa versus Angela Simmer, SM number 319136. You know, this is the day and time that was set for an initial appearance. Ms. Simmer is present, and also from the school, we also have Ann Mills from North Polk. I believe Mother may have presented the court with an application.
Yes. Ms. Simmer, I understand you may request a court-appointed counsel. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to plead of not guilty for you today and set the matter down for a hearing. You're back to before the CS on the 4th of May at 3:30 back here at the City of Des Moines Chambers. I see you did not bring your daughter with you today, or your son. I ask you that you bring him with you the next time. Is it Maverick?
Yes.
Okay. And we're here from the school at this time.
Ann Mills, West Elementary Principal with the North Polk School District. And Maverick has missed a total of 21 and a half days. And 2 of those absences are unexcused. And 2 may not seem like a large number, but we have had a history of attendance problems since he was a kindergartner. Over the last 4 years, Your Honor, Maverick has missed 32 days of school each year. And so I'm here to address this problem while he's still at the elementary school age.
Mr. Cooper, where are you? Mr. Cooper is going to represent you in this matter, Ms. Simmer, and he will be working with you. Is there a need for a tracker or anything in this case, you think? The county attorney make a recommendation. So we'll leave it as it is. But Mr. Cooper is going to represent you, and I don't get to talk to you. I would talk to your son, Maverick, if he was with you. So try to bring him next month if you'd be so kind.
Your Honor, we're not requesting a tracker. There's other involvement in other jurisdictions, so we're not requesting a tracker of this child at this time.
Okay, that's fine.
Or I don't know if it would be appropriate to have the child here. Because
well, I just ask because I like to see the young people if I can. And we'll set this matter down for hearing next month, and we'll see you back here with your attorney, Ms. Simmer, on the 4th of May at 3:30 p.m. back at the City of Des Moines Chambers. And wish you the best of luck that we can work things out. Okay? Thank you very much. Next case, please.
The next case is the State of Iowa versus Janita Clemens, SM number 319141. And this is the date and time that was set for an initial appearance. We have
which one is it, Mr. Gonzalez?
319141, Janita Clemens.
Yeah, and you didn't bring me that summer order. I don't have it.
Is this it here?
No, I need that. Yeah, I know we're trying to. Okay, Ms. Clemens. You have made a request to court-appointed counsel. How many hours a week do you work at the Radisson?
I do.
How long? How many hours a week?
About 2 years.
How many hours a week?
Oh, 40.
Okay. Well, you're on the borderline, too. I will appoint court-appointed counsel, but you will have to pay the money back. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
What do we have? Mr. Kerwell? Is there anything else, Ms. Gonzalez?
We also have Aaron Renault and Kathy Vickroy from the school, Your Honor.
Let's hear from the school.
May I approach with the proposed order? We're asking for a pretrial conference to be set on May 4th, Your Honor, at 3:30 here in this courtroom.
Any need for a tracker in the case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, from the school at this time.
Your Honor, I'm Erin Reno from Harding Middle School, and Micah, we had a truancy court mediation on December 15th. Prior to that time, she'd missed 29 days of school without medical verification. And then after the time of the mediation, there were 14 days that were missed. She did transfer to McCombs on February 11th. So she's no longer at Harding Middle School, but that's the attendance that she's had since the time of the mediation on December 15th.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Ms. McCombs?
Your Honor, Kathy Vickroy from McCombs. And since coming to McCombs, I have down that she has missed 7 excused days.
7 excused days?
7. Mm-hmm. Okay. From February 11th to the present.
Okay. Meekin? Is it Meekin?
Micah.
Micah? Okay. How old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11 years old? What you gonna be when you grow up?
I want to be a brain surgeon.
A brain surgeon? My goodness. Well, you know, you can't miss any school. You don't want nobody to mess around your brain that didn't go to school, do you?
No.
So you got to go to school, get all that knowledge so that you can operate on folks' brains. You know, brains are the most important part of the body. You don't have no brains, you know, you're dead, right? You can do without a hand or an arm or a foot, but you don't got no brain, well, you're dead. So if it's important, you don't want nobody to mess around your brains. It's not. Are you smart?
Yes.
Well, you're smart. So what's the problem with going to school?
Well, I just don't like some of the kids at school.
Well, there's going to be always somebody you don't like. Hang out with the ones you like. And forget about those you don't like. And go to school and have a good time. Get your education. Become a brain surgeon. You understand? You know. So what's the problem?
There's a lot of bullies at my school.
Knock them down. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
He's a little shorter than most of them.
Tell your teacher. I really meant tell your teacher, you know. I did. But anyway, you know, don't let nobody bully. Tell somebody. Don't, you know that commercial on TV said, tell somebody if somebody's bullying you, you understand? You shouldn't knock them down. I better pull back on. I don't get in trouble and get fired. But tell somebody. I'm sure nobody would fault you, but don't worry about those bullies. Just keep on going. Just keep on going. Don't let them bother you, okay? Because you got to become a brain surgeon, and we need good brain surgeons. I know a lot of brains you could operate on. Somebody would, never mind. Anyway, we're going to give you next steps to be your tracker. And I want them to take good care of my brain surgeon. Is that Mr. Forrest? You hear that?
Certainly.
Yeah, she might have to work on me someday.
We'll stand in line.
Can I ask what a tracker, what is that? What do they do?
Oh, they basically call you if there's a problem getting to school. And they make sure she gets to school, make sure she goes to school every day. It's kind of a second clock that help you out with anything you need to have help with. They have programs many times that can help you. You just talk to Forrest over there when you get a chance, and he'll outline all the things he can do that maybe help you. If you need it. If you don't, it's okay too. You understand? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. And Mr. Carrillo is going to represent you, and he will take good care of you. We set the next hearing for the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. You're back here at the Des Moines City Council chambers. And you better take care of my little Michaela here, because she's going to take care of my brain one day, okay? Now, you better go to school, because I don't want nobody to mess with my brain who's not smart. You understand that? Okay. We'll see you both back here on the 4th of May at 3:30. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Next case, please.
State of Iowa versus Jessica Miller. Your Honor, we're here today for the purposes of initial appearance. I believe Ms. Miller is present along with her son, D'Angelo. I do have a proposed order for the court. This is a charged preliminary complaint as a second offense. We do need to set an arraignment date for May 4th at 3:30 here in City Hall. So I do have a proposed order regarding that. Would approach the court with that at this time. Ms. Greenell is here on behalf of the school and can certainly provide a report to the court.
Okay, we'll hear that report at this time.
Your Honor, Erin Reno from Harding Middle School. A mediation was held for D'Angelo on November 17th. At that time, he'd missed 23 unexcused days of school. Since that time, he's had 16 unexcused absences. He's had 6 days as well of excused absences for suspensions this school year.
Okay. Anything else from the school?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Miller, you've made request of court-appointed counsel, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to appoint Mr. Isaacson. Are you still here, Charles? We'll represent you in these cases. Mental plea of not guilty for you and continue your bond. I'm going to set this matter down for an arraignment. You'll be back to see us on the 4th of May at 3:30 p.m. back here at the City Hall. Enter the plea of not guilty for you and continue your bonds. We have heard from the school, and I've assigned Mr. Isaacson. He'll be representing you in here. Do we have a tracker in this case? I think I'm going to assign one. This young man looked like he needs the help of Mr. We'll give you new sites.
I'm sorry, we have had, I believe that we've had a prior tracker on this case.
I don't see one in the file. We're going to give you new sites at this point, unless there's someone else. So you've been working with the tracker?
Last time we were here, we had one, but he came over one time.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you new sites, so I'm sure they'll be over a lot. So we're going to try it again, okay? All right, and here's my man, D'Angelo. Is that correct? Yes? And how old are you, D'Angelo? 11. You're 11 years old? And I hear you go to school out at, what school you at? Harding Middle School. You like it out there, though? Yeah. And what you going to be? You're going to be a football player, I bet. No. Basketball player. I want to be an artist. You're going to be an artist? Oh, well, that's good. What kind of stuff you like to draw?
People, I guess.
You like to draw people? Are you good at it right now? Do they look like people when you draw them?
All right, okay.
Okay. Well, D'Angelo, you know that become a great artist. All the great artists today, they have to go to school and learn their craft and learn the difference between a line and a dot, you know? I understand you have some problems out there. You don't seem like you're the type of person who should have any problems. You seem to be a very meek, nice man, aren't you? Yes. Okay, people mess with you or what? Yes. And why do they mess with you? You don't know why they mess with you. They just mess with you. Well, they better leave you alone because, you know, you're going to become a great artist. And artists are usually meek people. Are you a meek guy? Yeah, know what that means.
You might try another word.
That's what I think. You're nice, aren't you? Okay, that's good enough. Well, D'Angelo, what I'm trying to tell you is that, you know, we just want to make sure that you have every opportunity to become the great artist that's deep down inside you. And the only way you can do that is if you have contact with other artists and have the opportunity to learn and become a part of our system. So I'm hoping that you'll go to school and let yourself become what you want to become. Because I do believe you can be great. I see that in your eyes. You know that? Anyway, we just want you to go to school, that's all. So help Mom out, go to school, and when those folks try to bother you, just walk on away. Just walk on away. Let's just say, you know, and walk on away. You know, most people leave you alone if you show them that you're not scared of them and you're just not going to tolerate it. Just walk on away. They'll mess with you. Okay? All right. Well, I'm hoping we can get this all worked out. When you come back next month, I want to see perfect attendance from you. Okay? All right. And New Sykes is going to work with you. This Mr. Thompson, he has all kind of extracurricular activity and get you hooked up with some other kids in the neighborhood. And I'm hoping all those things can work out, and you probably will forget all about the other stuff. Because, I mean, I know he knows everything about this community and a lot that's going on here. And I know you need to be involved in some of it. You know what I mean? You ever take a course out at the Art Center? No. Well, you're going to have to take one of those courses because they're a lot of fun. And, you know, you meet with other kids who are going to be artists, and you guys can change ideas and all this kind of stuff. You should try it. My son go out there every now and then. He's a good artist, too, when he wants to be. So you got to try that, okay? Okay, we'll see you back here next month for an arraignment, Ms. Miller. That'll be at May 4th, 2011 at 3:30 back here at City Hall. Keep it up. Become good, okay? That's all. Thank you very much. Next case.
State of Iowa versus Brenda Cisneros. Your Honor, I believe Ms. Cisneros is here, present, with her son.
No, there's a no contact order.
All right. We are here today, Your Honor, for purposes of an initial appearance regarding a preliminary complaint that was filed alleging a violation of the state's compulsory education clause with respect to the children in interest, Your Honor, that are not present. We have set the matter for a pretrial conference on May 4th at 3:30 p.m. We would be asking that a tracker be assigned to this case. I certainly would ask for some clarification regarding the mother's statements here before the court after she has an opportunity to consult with counsel. I have a proposed order. Ms. Vickroy is here on behalf of the school. I would approach the court with that
Mr. Gibson?
Order at this time.
All right, Ms. Cisneros. We're going to assign Mr. Cooper to represent you. What's that? I'm sorry, Mr. Gibson. Oh, I got to go back up. Mr. Gibson is going to represent you in this matter. And we're going to assign next step as the tracker. Do you understand, Ms. Gibson, that you will, I'm sorry, Ms. Cisneros, you're going to have to pay the money back at some point, probably. If you can, pay it back. going to set it down for a hearing. You're going to come back to see us again for a pretrial conference on the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. Now, who's my young man here?
No, it's not him.
He's not him.
I can get him to school. I can't get my 14-year-old to school.
Okay. You can get him to school, but you can't get your 14.
Yeah, there's no problem. I can get him to school.
Okay. You like school.
It's not me or him. It's
okay. He seems like he's going to become a lawyer. You going to become a lawyer? You like a doctor? Football player. Okay, then. All right, well, we'll see what we can do about the 14. Hopefully, maybe if you said what you said, I guess we can't have him here. But anyway, we started Mr. Gibson to represent you, and hopefully we can get this all worked out. Did the school speak?
No, Ms. Vickroy is here, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Vickroy, what's happening with this case?
Your Honor, Kathy Vickroy from McCombs, and Olivia and Marina are the students at McCombs. They did leave on 1/18 to attend the charter school. However, they came back on 2/18. Their attendance, both their attendance is horrendous. They've missed 43 days, 48 days total, and are failing all of their classes at this point in time. It's my understanding Marina attended the charter school more so than Olivia. And okay. And so anyway, I would definitely recommend a tracker to help them get to school.
Okay, well, next step has been, I don't know, there's a family situation I guess we're going to have to work on, but next step is assigned to represent you in the matter. So we'll see what's going on next month. When you come back here, Mrs. Cisneros, on the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30. Take care of this young man.
Yeah, I do.
All right. We'll see you back here next month. Next case, please.
Your Honor, the next case is the State of Iowa versus Mavis Penko, SF number 319138. Your Honor, this is the date and time that was set for initial appearance. Ms. Penko is present, along with her interpreter. We also have from the school Kathy Vickroy. Your Honor, it would be the state's request that we would ask that this matter be set for a pretrial conference for May 4th at 3:30 p.m. here in this courtroom. And that pending that, we would also request that a tracker be assigned. Currently, there's another pending case on another child with regards to this family. And next step counseling is the tracker on that matter. We would ask that the next step be assigned to this child too. May I approach with a proposed order?
You may approach with an order. Ms. Berry, I guess we'll assign you on this case. Donna Berry. And Ms. Penko, we ask that you bring your children with you when you come to these hearings. So, Alicia and Kajara, we need to have them, you bring them with you if you can. We enter pleas of not guilty for you to continue your bond today. Set the matter down for hearing. You'll be back to see us on the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. I will sign new sites to try to help you out. In this case, they will act as a tracker and will work with you to get your kids to school if you need some help. We'll see you back here next month on the 4th of May at 3:30. Enter the plea of not guilty for you and continue your bond. Ms. Berry is going to represent you here. Thank you very much.
Your Honor, if I may, if on the preliminary complaint, though, can we change the dates with regards to where it says 55 days to 20 days, and where it says 46 days to 16 days, so that it would conform to the, if indeed we have to go to trial, would conform.
All right, let's make sure. You said...
where it says 55 days, it should be 20 days, and where it says 46 days, it should be 16 days, Your Honor. And then also, I don't know if you want to report from
Ms. Berry, you don't have any objection against that day. She's just lowering the amount of days. All right, we'll make those changes on the preliminary complaint. Thank you very much, and we'll see you back here
Your Honor, I'd like to say something about this family.
Okay.
Elicio is in first grade. He repeated kindergarten, and now he's in first grade for his third year of school. He's very, very, very delayed. We are trying to get him special education help, but we can't evaluate him unless he's in school. And so we met with Mavis in February, but he continues to miss. And this is extremely serious for his academic success because he is delayed, but we're caught up with the laws where he also has to be in school for us to get a consent. So we really need help in making sure that he's here every day so we can provide services next year.
Well, I think Ms. Penko understands, at least I hope she do, and I'm sure Donna Ruth is going to work with her to make sure that she understands that she has to get the kids to school and get them involved in these programs to try to help them catch up.
Are you in need of a consent sign? Did you say that you had a problem getting a consent?
Yes.
This would be an opportunity to have the translators here.
Yeah, we did have a translator at the meeting. Connie Kittman was there present to help us out.
And she refused to sign the consent?
Well, we can't get a consent because his attendance is so poor. We have to have 4 weeks of good attendance before we can actually proceed with this.
Okay.
All right, then. Well, we hope that we'll work on that. Ms. Penko, we hope we can see a young man in school at least through next month so we can get this consent and start working with him to alleviate some of these problems. You understand that? Yes. All right, then. Donna Ruth, thank you so much. And we're going to set it down, I said, for another hearing on the 4th of May. We'll see you back here then. Next case.
Can the interpreter stay, please? The next case is the State of Iowa versus Yera Gonzalez, SM number 319139. And this is the date and time that was set for a initial appearance. Your Honor, Ms. Gonzalez is present. I don't see any of the children here. We from the school we have Kathy Vickroy, and
she says she understands.
okay.
I'll just stay here.
Okay. And I believe that she has submitted a application.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Let's hear from Ms. Vickroy.
Okay, Your Honor, Kathy Vickroy from McCombs, and it's my understanding the family has moved to Texas.
They moved
and
to
that
Texas?
they are now enrolled in the Texas school district.
Okay. Ms. Gonzalez, I don't know what process. I guess they moved out of the district.
Well, Your Honor, I think if she can provide the school with the enrollment and the attendance records of the children that are at school, then we would be looking at dismissing this matter before the next pretrial conference date. They were asking to be May 4th at 3:30 p.m. here in this court. May I approach with the proposed
Yes,
order?
you may approach. Well, I've signed Mr. Cooper to represent you. Perhaps he can stand in and make sure that all the stuff that gets done needs to be done. But if they're in Texas, I don't know if that's going to be effective at all. But anyway, maybe he can make sure that everything gets done and we can get this cleared up before next month. We've set you down for hearing for the 4th day of May 2011 at 3:30. However, if you get all the paperwork and they get it to the school, we'll dismiss this case if this county attorney decides not to proceed. You understand? Okay, if you have all the paperwork, if you can get it to the school, we'll dismiss this case, hopefully. And they'll bring me an order of dismissal at the courthouse, okay? Mr. Cooper will represent you at this time to make sure that you can get through the process. At this point, I'm going to plea of not guilty for you and continue your bond. All right. Let's go on to the next case. Step aside, get some paperwork, work with your attorney to try to get this resolved so that we won't have to see you next month, okay? All right. Thank you.
The next case is the State of Iowa versus Nikki Slack, SM number 318629. This is the date and time that was set for...
Mother just stepped out to put some money in the meter.
Mother just stepped out to put some money in the meter. Another one. So if we can go to the State of Iowa versus Abigail Boon.
Ms. Boon?
And I also believe that Mark Boone, too, under SM numbers for Abigail is 318372. Mark Boone would be 318373, Your Honor. This is the day and time for both set for initial appearance. I believe that I don't know if they've submitted an application individually for a court-appointed attorney. We also have from the school, Chastity Breeze.
Ms. Breeze, we'll hear from you at this time.
Chastity Breeze from Jefferson Elementary School. Currently, she has Haley has a total of 53 absences this school year, of which 23 are unexcused. She's a very capable young lady, but unfortunately is falling behind in her academics due to the attendance and has a significant amount of makeup work that needs to be completed.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you very much. Mr. and Mrs. Boon, I have read your affidavits for appointment of counsel. These statements that you made in these forms correct?
Yes.
All right. Generally speaking, because of the interest is conflicting, I cannot appoint you the same attorney. I have to appoint separate attorneys for you.
Why are we separate anyway?
Well, they usually charge, anytime you charge with a criminal charge, you can't charge two people. You have to charge each person separately and distinctly. And because the interest might be conflicted in a situation like this, in terms of who did what and how they sign you separate attorneys. If you want court-appointed counsel, now you don't have to have court-appointed counsel, but if you want court-appointed counsel, most attorneys will not represent both of you because of the potential for conflict. And so I'd have to give you both an attorney, or you can have one and the other one not have one, however you want to proceed.
She can have one, I'll waive it.
Okay. Okay, I've appointed Mr. Kerwell. You're going to represent Ms. Boon in these matters.
Mr. Kerwell's gone.
He's gone? Okay, Mr. Gibson. I'm going to plea of not guilty on both of your charges and continue your bond at this time. We are going to be setting the matters down for another hearing. That hearing is going to be May 4th at 3:30 p.m. You'll be back. Hopefully you bring your children with you so that we can talk to them. Sometimes they can be helpful. Yes, ma'am.
I approach the proposed orders, and we will also be requesting a tracker.
Okay. And I will assign a tracker for you. You get New Sites. New Sites program will represent you in these matters. As I said, I enter that plea of not guilty for you continue your bond. This is Mr. Gibson. He's going to be your attorney. As I said, when you come back next time, hopefully you bring your children. We can talk to them. Sometimes we can help. I don't know what the issues are, but that might be helpful. So that's all at this time. And we'll see you back here next month on the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30 p.m. back here at the City of Des Moines Chambers. Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Boon.
Thank you, sir.
Next case, please.
Thank you. And the next case is the State of Iowa versus Nikki Slack. SM number 318629. Your Honor, this is the day and time that was set for a pretrial conference. Your Honor, we have Nikki Slack, who is present, along with Madeleine. And we also have from Next Step Counseling, Forrest Weber and Jim Mitchell from the school. And representing Ms. Slack is Ross Gibson. Your Honor, upon conference before this, we would request that this matter be continued to September 7th at 3:30 p.m. here in this courtroom. If I may approach with the proposed order.
You may approach. We have from Mr. Gibson at this, Mr. From the school. Sir, we have from you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Mitchell.
Lincoln South. Madeline has been absent 10 days since our last court date, but I believe 6.5 of those have been excused because the mother just brought in 2 more medical excuses. There have been medical issues and some family issues that have been addressed or are being addressed, and I'm confident that the family is at a place where they can begin working together. The daughter, Madeline, was not in mom's care for a time, and now she is returning to her full-time, and they have sought counseling and also pursuing medical assistance. So I'm pleased with the progress that they're making in that regard.
Thank you very much. Mr. Weber, is there anything you want to say at this time?
I do, and I would echo Mr. Mitchell's sentiments. The family has been very productive and has progressed toward their goals. Another case of we're looking at some good progress. Madeline did attend school the very next day after being in front of you for the first time. They have signed up for additional services. Those have begun, and the family is cooperating to the best of their ability and is looking forward to getting other wraparound services to continue their positive progress. And I might note that Madeline is in show choir, and she would like to do a routine for you.
Ah! That would really top off the day. No, you don't have to do it this time, but next time, no. All right, well, Madeline, that's wonderful to hear that you're doing so well. And I just love it, Lincoln South. My son is getting ready to join your choir. He's fallen in love for some reason with the choir. That's why I guess I have show choir on the brain, because he's been talking about it for the last week. He wouldn't join at the beginning of the year, but now he's got to be in next year. So you'll see Ty Ellington McGee and show choir next year. All right, congratulations and thank you. I'm hoping you're finding some things that you like and you're enjoying it, right? That's good. School can be fun. It just amazes me that people don't want to go. I used to enjoy going to school, and I had to ride out 2 buses and 2 subways. Is that akin to walking 5 miles? I lived in Chicago, and I went to school out in the suburbs. My mother sent me out there for some reason. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I enjoyed going to school, and I think I've been blessed as a byproduct. So I'm hoping that you'll continue it and make it fun. It can be fun. So thank you, and thank you. And Mr. Gibson, is there anything you want to say?
Nothing more to add.
All right. Well, they put this off way into September. So probably we come back in September and everything looks good. They're going to dismiss it. So we hope to see you back in September, and we have these reports that still look good. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. All right. Next case, please.
Next case is the State of Iowa versus Michael Roberts, SM number 319140. Your Honor, this is the day and time that was set for initial appearance. Mr. Roberts is present, along with Drew Roberts. Also, we have Kathy Vickler from the school. Your Honor, also at this time, I believe you made an application for a court-appointed attorney?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Cooper, I think you're next up.
It's Mr. Isaacson.
Oh.
Judge, because you missed.
Mr. Isaacson, but then you're next up. Okay. All right, Mr. Roberts. I read a copy of your request here for a court-appointed counsel. Are all statements true?
Yeah.
We're going to appoint Mr. Isaacson to represent you. I heard from the school at this time.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm Kathy Vickler from McCombs. And I referred Mike and Drew to level 1, truancy. They've been here before for truancy court. However, I wanted to kind of give them a break and try it again. Michael had dropped Drew off at the bus stop a number of times, and he would not come to school or get on the bus. And so there were many days that Mike had no idea that he was not in school. And so that's why I referred them to level 1. However, they did not show up for mediation. So that's, again, is why I bumped it up to level 2. I think there's some issues in the home. I think there's some issues coming to school. And I just see them, Drew, being at high risk for problems in high school. And I would like to get this family some help with tracking services and possible remedial services to help Drew continue to proceed with his academics.
Thank you, Mr. Crow. Anything else, Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, Your Honor. On the preliminary complaint, if we can change where the date says 36 days to 18 days to conform with the evidence that would be presented if there was a trial.
I'll make that change. There's no objection, is there, Ms. Ivey?
May I approach with the proposed order, Your Honor?
You may approach. And this Drew?
Yes.
And how old are you, Drew?
14.
You're 14 years old. And you're out at McCombs, is that right? You like it out there at all?
Yeah,
It's all right? Mm-hmm. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
A mechanical engineer.
A mechanical engineer. Okay, that's a good job. But you got to go to school for that, don't you? Yeah. You can't be missing too many days. Would you want somebody to mess with your mechanics if they didn't go to school? No. All right. Well, you know, the only reason why we have this court is to help your dad out. You know, you got to go even if he doesn't get you up to go because you want to be a mechanical engineer. And you know you got to go to school to do that, don't you? Yeah. You seem to be a very bright man, so I don't understand what this problem is. You know, I tell my son all the time, you can go to school and have fun too, you know. It can be. Got the friends over there at McCombs? Yeah. Okay. Well, then I anticipate you should go and have a good time, right? All right, so you're going to do that for the next month or so? Yeah. All right. School will be out here in 2 months, so, you know, you have all summer to run wild, you know? Yeah. Okay. Well, you're going to go for me and hang out for the next 2 months and get good grades, right? All right, then. I'm going to set this down for another hearing. I'll see you back here, Mr. Roberts, on the 4th of May, 2011 at 3:30. We have appointed Mr. Isaac to represent you, and next step is going to be the tracker that's appointed. Members that plea of not guilty for you and continue bond, I think I've already done that. And so we'll see you back here next month, Mr. Roberts, on the 4th of May at 3:30. And this man here is going to go to school every day, and you're going to be smiling, right? All right. Next case.
You know, the next two cases failed to appear. That would be Cecilia Marshall under SM 319142. This was the day and time for initial appearance. We would be requesting a warrant. Akitha Nelson is the other matter that was set to appear under SM 311067. This was set, Your Honor, for a pretrial conference. We would also be requesting a warrant, but for information, Your Honor, that there was a warrant that was issued in September 1st when she failed to appear for a pretrial conference. And we would ask the court to take that into consideration when requiring posting of cash bond.
Well, Ms. Akitha Nelson, we are looking for you. Akitha promised me she's going to be here. I talked to her for a long period of time. I am very disappointed that she isn't here, so I'm going to set her bond at $600 cash. And Akitha is going to be in a position to have to go to jail if she doesn't, when she's arrested, because we give you one opportunity, but second opportunity, the chances are she'll probably have to be taken to jail. So that bond will be $600 cash only on her. And for Ms. Marshall, I'm going to issue a warrant, but I understand there is some notice issues. I don't think we got to serve.
Your Honor, if that was the case, then we could probably then just continue that out to May 4th if the court so desires, and then see if we can get her proper notice between now and then.
Well, I would hope that she would be served sometime, but I have a return in the file saying that she was not served. And I don't know, is there any requirement? This is there's no requirement. So we got to get her served, I think.
Yes, Your Honor, and in light of that information, the state would not be requesting a warrant if she did not have service of today's hearing, Your Honor.
Okay, then. Thank you very much, Ms. Gonzalez. Is there anything else before the bench at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We had a long day today, but we got through it because we are interested in our children, and we are willing to go to an extent to make sure that they are protected, and that they get to school, and they get to school on time, and that they become productive members of our society. As you can see in our conversation, young people want to do things, but they have to have the support of their parents, their family, the school, and also the community. So we're asking for you to ask for services. Don't just let things happen. If you have a problem, go talk to somebody at the school. Go talk to somebody in the community. You'd be surprised how much they're willing to help you. Because as I state over and over again, we want your kids to be as productive as they possibly can as they move toward adulthood. I will call to close. Court is adjourned. We'll see you all next month.